I can't see anything, and there's a very good reason for that. Well, welcome to StaticCampervan. I am Scott. This is a coffee chat in a van. I have not done one of these coffee chat in a van episodes in quite some time, and I'm a little rusty. I'm a little rusty because, one, I haven't done one of these in a while, and two, I really can't see anything, and that is because I normally wear contact lenses. But of course, you can't wear contact lenses all the time. I can't wear contact lenses all the time. I can't wear them 24/7. Sometimes I can't even wear them every day. I take some days off of wearing contact lenses, and I also try to limit the hours in a day that I do wear my contact lenses, although I do have some pretty good contact lenses at the moment, and they are very comfortable. But I think just for the best eye health and eye comfort, it's better not to wear them all the time. So with that in mind, I went and bought some new glasses. And I'm curious to know if you're going to like my new glasses or not. I don't think you are. I really don't think you're going to like my new glasses. I like them. I spent a little bit of time picking them out, but I don't think they're to everybody's taste. For one thing, I probably shouldn't. I should probably just let you decide if you like my new glasses or not. But I'm feeling a little nervous about what you're going to say. I do want to know what you're going to say. Let's first just talk about my coffee here. I do have a very nice cup of coffee. This is a coffee chat in a van, after all, so we do always have our coffee on hand. And this one is very, very good. Might as well get a sip in now, because usually when I get talking, I set it down over here and then I just totally forget about it and I chat on and on and on. I'm going to try not to forget about it and drink it while it's still warm, because this is not the best quality coffee that I have in the van in my kitchen at the moment. This is from a company called San Francisco Bay, and maybe we'll talk about this in a second, because I've probably strung this out quite long enough, haven't I? Am I going to show you my new not my new contact lenses? Am I going to show you my new glasses? Yes, I will. I have them right here, and let me put them on, and you tell me if you like them or not. Again, I don't think you're going to like them. Yes, these are them. I was looking to change up my glasses, and I did a big change. The glasses I've usually had have always been very small, and I didn't like that. In fact, I can show you the old glasses here. These are the old glasses. Well, actually, I can put them on, because probably, let me look in this direction. I should be looking over here. I was just looking over here because my monitor is over here, but you're over here, aren't you? So let me try to address you. But let me put the old ones on and get a difference of opinion here on these. So these have been my glasses for a couple of years, I guess, and they're getting a little tired and worn out in the couple of years that I've had them, and so I thought it was time to change up my glasses, and I wanted a bigger lens. So that's why I went with these big, huge glasses here. I guess these would be considered an aviator frame. And actually, let me get rid of these old ones, because they are part of them being worn out is the lenses are quite scratched up. I did a really good job of taking care of them for the first year and a half, and the last 6 months I have not done such a great job in keeping them scratch free, and so they are quite scratched up now. So interestingly, these old glasses that are, they're a little over 2 years old now. These are the same prescription as the new glasses that I have, and I'm getting close to needing to get my prescription updated, but I don't believe it's changed. So that would be 3.5 years, I guess, that my prescription hasn't changed. Kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen. Usually my prescription changes every year, So I'm happy that my eyes aren't getting any worse, but they are not great. I do have a pretty heavy prescription. I don't think there's any way to show you the heavy prescription. I wonder if I held them up to the lens or to the camera here, if that would give us an idea. Probably not. And if it does, I wouldn't know because, again, I can't see anything if these aren't on. So here we go. So there is a reason why I bought these larger frames, these aviators. I was looking for a basic aviator frame, and I was thinking I was going to get a metal frame. That's what I was hoping for. I was first looking online, and there's a bunch of companies online that sell glasses that you can order straight over the internet. As long as you have a current prescription, you can pop that in and pick out a pair of frames that suits you. And that was my original expectation, was to find one of these online companies. There's one that is quite popular called Zenni Optical, Zenni, and they have frames that start at about $10, I believe, and then the lenses are a little bit more. And then if you want coatings and things like that on the lenses, that's an additional charge. And I started to look at that and started to realize that while the initial price looks pretty good, once you start to add on all the little extras, they weren't going to be the deal that I thought that they were going to be. And that kind of had me stop and think about ordering from Zenni. This is not an endorsement over any eyeglass company. Normally, I've gone to small local shops with a local doctor and got my glasses that way. I felt more comfortable that way. Figured if I went to the local town doctor that they would take care of me a little bit better, and that seems to be the case normally. Now that I'm a nomad and I live out of a van, it's a little more difficult. I'm usually not in the same spots at the same time of year all the time, and so the last few times I bought glasses, well, the last couple of times I bought glasses before these, I bought them at a company called Warby Parker. Now, Warby Parker started out like that other online company, Zenni, in that they were strictly an online seller of glasses. Now they have some locations around the country. Usually larger cities is where they have their locations. And being that I was just in Seattle and hanging around Seattle, I popped over to one of their stores in Bellevue. Now, Bellevue's just a little bit away from Seattle, but I was on my way out to Mount Rainier, and I stopped off in Bellevue on my way out there and figured it would be a good time to go into the Warby Parker store and just look and see if they had something different than Zenni Optical did. Another reason I wanted to do that was I really wanted to be able to try them on. And with Zenni, you really don't have a way of trying them on. I believe they let you return the first pair of glasses that you order for free if you just really don't like them. But I don't want to do that because it's kind of a hassle for me having to mail something back to a company. I'd rather just, even if it costs a little bit more, I'd rather find a pair of glasses, try them on, and keep them instead of having to chase down a pair that I would like better. So being that I was in the Seattle area and it was going to be really easy just to pop in a Warby Parker store, that's what I did. And I went in and looking for a pair of metal aviators. I was a little disappointed at first because I didn't really like the prices. I wanted to buy something that was a little less expensive because I just don't want to pay much for glasses. I paid quite a bit of money for contact lenses. I have no problem paying extra for contact lenses. I just don't like paying money on glasses, if you understand my point. So the sales guy there, he kind of directed me towards these because they were a little less expensive than the other frames that I was initially looking at. And while I really wanted metal frames at first, as soon as I tried these on, I really actually like them. They have a really good sturdy feel to them. And these are my third pair of Warby Parker glasses, and they are exactly like the other two pair. They are very strong. They're made really well. Now their glasses normally start at about $100, and then some of the more premium glasses that they sell go up from there. But these are $100. The one difference is I do have a fairly strong prescription, and so because of that, they require you to buy what they call a high index lens. And I don't know much about this exactly, but apparently a high index lens is a little thinner. And if you have a real strong prescription, it keeps you from having a lot of weight of glass sitting on your nose. So it wasn't an extra price I really wanted to pay, but it only brought the price of the glasses up to $150 altogether. So that's a pretty good deal, I think. And thinking back about this, I think I had to do this the last two pairs of glasses I bought at Warby Parker. And because they've held up so well, like these old ones are still really good, they'll make a really good backup pair. So I'm going to hang on to these, obviously, and keep them for maybe times I'm hiking in a place that I may get them scratched up, or just a pair that I can put into my backpack and take with me if I'm out hiking somewhere, especially when I go to the beach. That seems to be when they really get scratched up a lot. When I'm out at the beach, they get covered in sand, and then a lot of times I just don't have a real good way of cleaning them off. That's just one of the things about glasses is that they can get scratched. And I don't buy any of the extra coatings on them to help keep them in premium shape. So I generally get about 2 years of use out of them. And I think for $150, that's a pretty good deal. I think the glasses I bought before I went to Warby Parker were, well, I think they were close to $400. And I've never had eye insurance. And so, or I guess I should say vision insurance. So I've always had to pay that money out of pocket. And those glasses that I paid almost $400 for, they were very nice, but they sure weren't worth $400. I enjoy these Warby Parkers much better. And again, this is not an endorsement of Warby Parker. It's just, this is just me explaining that I like to do things where I can go in and see something and try it on, look at it, and then buy it. And that's why I like the process of Warby Parker a little bit better. Probably if I didn't have the option of going into a Warby Parker store and trying these on, I probably would have opted to go with Zenni Optical or one of the other online retail glasses suppliers. There's a bunch of them, and if you go and Google Zenni Optical, you'll find that there's a bunch that are very similar, and they all have kind of similar pricing and similar styles of glasses. I think they probably have more of a selection. Certainly Zenni Optical has more of a selection than Warby Parker does. But interestingly, I didn't really find a pair of glasses that I liked the look of at Zenni where I did at Warby Parker. So again, a little nicer thing with Warby Parker there. But yeah, I really wanted these larger frames because I've always had really smaller glasses, and it seems like they bother me a little bit. When I'm looking straight ahead, I see blurry all the way around with these old glasses since they're so small. So my idea was if I got a pair of really big oversized glasses, it would limit a little bit of that blurry vision that I can see when I'm looking straight ahead. I feel a little bit like a horse with blinders on, in that I can only see straight ahead, and it feels like I need to turn my head and my body more when I'm wearing some smaller frames and smaller lenses. So I do like these larger frames and larger lenses. I have noticed a little issue, though, with them. They do pick up a little bit more glare, which is something I was worried about. I was expecting, and it's true. They do pick up a little bit more glare. In fact, you can probably see some of the glare from my lighting reflecting off my glasses here. I can definitely notice that. My eyes pick that up, and it's a little annoying for me. The other thing is, because the glasses are so large, I do get a little bit of distortion, and I notice if I can wear them a little bit longer, that distortion goes away, but I don't wear them very long, so it seems like whenever I put them on, and I usually put them on at night before I go to bed. I do a little bit of reading before I go to bed, and I'll put them on then, and it's a little, I experience a little bit of distortion, and it is a little bothersome. Now, my allergies have been just going crazy here lately. I don't know what it is. Usually my allergies kind of peak in the springtime, but they're still peaking at the moment, so I don't know what it is I'm getting into, but I did wear these all day for the last 2 days, and seemed like after a couple of hours, my eyes have gotten used to some of that distortion that is present with these kind of bigger lenses. But I guess if I wore them longer, I would get used to that and maybe not see any more distortion, I hope. But I actually really hope to just keep doing what I'm doing and just wear these from time to time and really use my contact lenses more often, because that's where I get the best vision. Contact lenses give me such a sharp bit of vision, much better than any glasses I've ever had. Although I should say I am very surprised with these glasses here. They are incredibly sharp. They have some of the best, sharpest, clearest vision of any prescription glasses I've ever had. So I'm very happy with that. Although I did think the same about these old glasses too. When I first got these, I remember thinking the same thing. Looking around at leaves on trees and things, it was very surprising that just how clear everything was with these glasses. So it's another plus for Warby Parker. Anyway, I am curious to know what you think of these, and I'm guessing most people are going to say that they're too big, they don't fit my face, and that they just don't look good. I would agree, actually. I don't think that they're exactly fitting for me, but I do like them for all the reasons that I talked about here. Now, this is a coffee chat after all, so let's get back to talking about a little bit of coffee if we could. This coffee that I am drinking, again, is from a company called San Francisco Bay, and this is a small company out of the San Francisco area. Obviously, their name is correct. They make very good coffee at a very good price, and they get their coffee from all over, and I think that they roast it very well. So if you're looking for a very price-conscious coffee, but real good quality coffee, I think I can really suggest San Francisco Bay. Although there is one thing to keep in mind with this coffee, and that is that they really roast everything a little bit darker than what their label would indicate. So this coffee here, they're saying is a light roast coffee, but it's probably going to be a little bit hard to pick up with my lighting here, which I apologize for. But this is not a light roast coffee. This is really more of a medium roast coffee, but they do have it labeled as light roast because this company roast all of their coffee beans to a darker level than usual. Maybe a little bit more like Starbucks. Not quite that dark of a roast, but very much like Starbucks does. Starbucks starts what they call light roast, is really what most coffee roasters would call a medium roast. And that's the same with San Francisco Bay here, or SF Bay. They've kind of changed their name and packaging in the years since I've been drinking this coffee. I've been buying this coffee on and off for a number of years. And I don't know if it's available nationwide here in the States, but I know it's definitely available all over the West Coast. In fact, if you have a Costco membership, most Costco stores in the West Coast here do carry San Francisco Bay coffee, so it's a really good deal there. I happened to buy this bag at a discount grocery store called Grocery Outlet, and it was $12 for this 2-pound bag, so $6 a pound for what is really premium coffee is actually a really good deal, in my book anyway. I have been spending a lot of money on coffee lately, and $6 for a pound of coffee is a considerable deal, at least from what I've been buying lately. So I've been liking this and enjoying this, although I did mention that it's not the best coffee that I have in the van at the moment, and I am trying to force myself to work away a little bit more at this bag because it's been just sitting here. I have been drinking some really premium coffee since I've been in Seattle and had a chance to buy some of my favorite coffee. I've been working on that, so I've been talking about that coffee in a couple of my last vlogs, I guess. If you want to know what that is, you can go back and look at the previous vlogs, 2 previous videos back from this video here. And I'm about ready to open up a new bag of that coffee, but I thought before I do that, I should probably just work on this bag here. And I'm always a little bit disappointed with a medium roast coffee. I do like lighter roast coffees, but so far I'm liking this one. This is my second cup from the bag now, and I'm really liking it. So hopefully I'll work my way through this bag a little bit more because, well, I've got at least a pound to go. So I've got some work to do here on this. So there's our coffee chat at the moment. This was Glasses heavy and Warby Parker heavy, even though I don't have any affiliation with the company again. This is just the company that I happen to buy glasses from. Maybe in the future I will look at getting some less expensive glasses from a company like Zenni Optical, but I am really happy with these. And even if they are not everybody's favorite glasses, favorite style on me, I'm really liking them. So I think it was a pretty good decision to go into the store there and buy myself some new glasses because it's a good thing to have a good pair of glasses on hand, even if you are a contact lens wearer. Well, I think that's about it today. I'm going to sign off and enjoy the rest of my coffee. I hope you are drinking some good coffee out there, and if you don't have any nice things to say about my glasses here, maybe you can leave a comment about the good coffee that you're drinking, unless it's Starbucks, and then I don't really want to know. Am I kidding about that? I might be. I might not be. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.